There may or may not be an error in my go live tweet. I will not confirm nor deny. You know, haters will say that I'm doing it on purpose to engagement farm, but no. I'm so annoyed. I'll show you guys. I put 2 of the freaking anime boy game in the tier list. Oh, why would I do that? Why is there 2 in there? It's fine. Oh, and my camera died. Sick. Today's a great day. Good thing I wasn't picking my nose. I want to do that for the bit one day. Just a freeze frame of me, like, digging for gold. But then, I don't want that screenshot out there, you know? Okay. Good morning. I'm live later than usual. It is 8:05 a.m. on Wednesday, January 7th. We're a week into the new year, and we're doing our final New Year stream. We're going to be ranking every single game I played in 2025. I'm late because I hung out with my favorite sister and I talked to her for like 15 minutes. So, blame her. We only have an hour together today. So we got to speed run this. We have a total of 60 games to discuss and rank. So we only have like a minute per game to talk. I'm going to lock in. We're going to get this done. We will not have time for Poker Rogue today. I'm sorry, gamers. I am now pivoting to exclusively tier list content. No, wasn't that like YouTube like 6 years ago? Like everybody was fucking doing tier lists. But we're just going back to 2019. I also didn't have my yogurt. So I'm cranky. Okay, let's lock in. Before I get started, if you want to help support me directly, consider subscribing to the Art Club. We have this month's prints available. Cats for the monthly Art Club. Subscribe at all tiers to get all prints. And we have the LTO Teardrop Hands illustration available to the end of January. Let's get freaking started, gamers. Also, when I was pulling up the website for the tier list maker, I kept on getting pop-up ads saying that I had viruses. So, devs, fix that. Okay. Today, I'm going to be ranking every single game I played in 2025. We have a total of 60 games, including games... Wait, there's some games I didn't put on here. Pause. Shoot. God damn it. I forgot to put the games that I played offline. God damn it. Wait, that's actually so annoying. That's actually so annoying. Okay, I gotta open Photoshop. Oh, I'm so pissed off at myself right now. Okay, if I open Photoshop and everything breaks, GG's, guys. Genuinely GG's. I've opened Photoshop on stream before. Uh-oh. Okay, you guys can't see anything, thank goodness. New file. Load, load, load. I should put my fans on full blast, shouldn't I? Okay. Canvas size, 2 inches by 2 inches. Ayo, 300 DPI. Standard print size. Great. Paste the image. File. Export. Export as Glyphica. Glyphica. Save. Next image. I played Dispatch this year. I'm genuinely so annoyed that I'm so mad at myself right now. Paste. Transform. Extend the image to fit a 2x2 working plane. Move. File. Export. Export as. Dispatch. Okay, what else did I play? I played Megabonk offline. Megabonk. Give me a good screenshot. Megabonk. So, how are you guys today, huh? I thought I was prepared for this, but guess not. But now we know I can open Photoshop on stream and it doesn't brick everything, so that's kind of cool. Megabonk. File. Export. Export. Export as. PNG. Megabonk. I also played, Split Fiction. See, this is why, like, live streamers need, production assistance. Megabonk. Okay, I just like saying Megabonk. It is very fun to say. Split Fiction. File. Export. Export as. PNG. 2x2. Split Fiction. Save. Okay, that's all the games I played offline. Now I can edit my tier list. Tier list. Thank goodness I made it on an account. Okay, we're gonna edit my tier list. Edit, 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 edit. Add additional images. Add these 4. Open. Add, add, add. How do I save? Does it auto-save? Save, save, save. Submit. To me. Oh, hide. Wait. Why is it hiding the images? Okay. Submit. Now, sort or hide images. Oh, it doesn't put them in ABC order if you add them late. That's okay. Dispatch after discounty. Glyphica after there. Megabonk right here. Split Fiction. Sunny Cafe Split. Stillness of the Wind. Submit. Okay, let's see if it updated. Bang! And that's how it's done. Done. Guys, I fixed it. Every single game I played this year, minus that 5-minute tangent to add the 4 games I played offline. Editor, you can cut that out if you want. Okay, back to it. Today I'm going to be ranking all 60 plus games I played in the year 2025. I'm going to be including mobile games I played, games I played offline, and games we played together on stream. We have a lot to go through, and we only have like 50 minutes to get through this now because I forgot to add some images, so I edited it live. This is why you need assistance. Like, like a whole crew. I swear, like, streaming is bottom of the barrel content, and there's a reason why. You're doing everything by yourself. Okay, lock in. So, for grading credentials, I'm going to put S and F tiers, my best and my worst game of the year. So, we're going to be filling A through D as we go along, and at the very end, I will tell you guys my favorite and least favorite game that I played this year. I will be considering overall story, writing. Visuals to me aren't super important. I just want to make sure that it's either a good game itself, like the mechanics are fun to do, or if the story is substantial enough to where some of the gameplay mechanics, like, aren't super important. Okay, also, pause. I moved the window. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay, so let's freaking go. We're gonna do this in ABC order, so that way we don't do like favorites. First off, Alba, a wildlife adventure. Honestly, I love the game. I still think about it sometimes. I don't have it downloaded anymore because I've gotten all the animals, I think most of the achievements in the game. Honestly, I loved it so freaking much. And I think I like just the games where I can go around and take photos. And the game was so wholesome and sweet. I'm sure any parent would love this game for their child. Alba, top of A. A for Alba. It's genuinely so good. It's so good. I love it so much. I think my favorite mechanic was when you could shake your head left or right or up and down. It was so cute. Like just little things like that. I really appreciate when devs will lean into a bit. Next up, a recent game we played was Anime Boys The Night Before Christmas and the Tree, or whatever it's freaking called. This game was barely a game, D tier. It wasn't very clear what you had to do. It wasn't very clear how to unlock the full arts. There's accusations that it has AI art in it, which it's kind of hard to tell with like anime-esque drawings because a lot of AI generators will emulate that art style. But still, barely a game. I got one of the good endings, but there was like no like benefit to getting a good ending besides just like different dialogue. I thought I would get full art if I did something right, but no. So sadly, D tier. Next up, Ashwood Valley. I was very excited for this game. I remember seeing clips online, be like, oh, that's so cute. Another Stardew knockoff. D tier as well. Not good. It was not good at all. Like, it lacked the heart and soul that Stardew had. The visuals were fine. It also wasn't very clear what I had to do. I don't like when games don't give me very clear direction. If you don't give me like direction, like be very clear what my overall mission is. Like when I open the pause menu, it should tell me what my mission is at the very top. Like I definitely have ADD, so it needs to be very clear what I need to do in a game. Even if it is exploratory, I need to know exactly what I'm doing. And also, like, I had to end that stream early because just like the way the character moved and the camera moved, like it made me literally dizzy. And I tried playing it offline along with on stream and I still felt queasy. So fix the camera, maybe add more content to the game, and then I'll be down to play again. But as of right now, I'm very disappointed. D for disappointed. Next up, Best Friend Forever. I had a lot of high hopes for this game as well. It's also really difficult with indie games because you gotta give them a bit of grace. But I'm gonna say C tier. I will gravitate towards dating games because either I love the characters or just like I love watching people fall in love. And to me, a dating game is good if I think about it the next day. Best Friend Forever, immediately out of my memory, instantly deleted. Like, there was nothing super memorable about any of the characters. The art was good. I liked the art in the game. The mini games to like take care of the dogs was fine, but I feel like the game was kind of eh. It was eh. Not much replayability besides getting all the different romance routes. I don't know what else I really wanted. It just was. It was kind of basic. It was basic for a dating sim. I was kind of disappointed. Also, I'm getting really harsh today because this year of streaming for 2025, I played a lot of games. I played a lot of one-off games. So I have some that I have in my mind that stand out and some that fell flat. So I will be going hard today. So if I rank your favorite game poorly, too bad. Because I think one of the biggest hearts with indie games is they're usually telling a unique story or not an often heard story. And then also, like, they really gotta try to stand out. And if you're giving me something basic as an indie dev, come on. Like, you know how competitive it is. You gotta make something substantial. That's the last thing I'll say. Next up, Buddy Simulator 1984. I honestly love this game. I thought about it for like weeks after I played it. There was so many different genre changes. It was a little bit creepy. It was good. Also, I think I had a narcolepsy like episode during it. I think there was like a 30-second period where I fell asleep, not because I was bored. But I loved Buddy Simulator 1984. Is it B or A though? You know what, for now, I'm gonna put Buddy Simulator 1984 low A. Low A. It was pretty good. I liked how the visual styles changed. It was very similar to Restless Soul, where you're using both 2D and 3D planes. I thought it was great. It was great. It was very reminiscent of, oh, it's another game, similar visual style, but it's called Unicorn something. It's like another game within a game. I will say, the first like hour of Buddy Simulator where you're doing like the player own adventure where you're typing in words, that was kind of eh. But it made sense once you started changing the actual like genres within the game. Oh, honestly, I liked it so much. We're gonna keep Buddy Simulator in an A. It was good. Even though the game came out a few years ago, it still holds up. It's really good. Burly Men at Sea. When this game came out, it was nominated for a few awards. I think it's a good story game. It doesn't feel like there's many different diverging paths you can make when you play this game. I'm gonna say C. It was very cute how you could actually buy like a physical or digital version of your storybook that you played in the game. But it was fine. It was fine for like a one-off thing. I like the actual visual style. I like minimalism and abstract work. Like, I think you can do a lot with little. And I think the game visually demonstrated that. But it was eh. It was barely a game. Barely a game. Next up, Chuck E. Cheese Party Games. It was actually pretty fun. It was actually pretty good for an arcade game. I think there's something so cool about just the Wii era of gaming. Because the actual mini games in this, some were horrible, some were decent. Some were like actually addictive. And I know I said I was actually gonna go back and grind to get the secret reward. I never did. Oh well, maybe I will offline, who knows. But it was actually pretty solid for an arcade game, and it makes sense because Chuck E. Cheese is a little arcade. It's pretty good. I bet your kid will like it. Next up, Cook for Love. This was a short, like, point and click story game, cooking game. It was fine. It was fine. C for Cook. It was okay. I don't really. It's hard because point and clicks to me are barely games. To me, they still feel kiddie because that's what I played as a kid. So in order for me to like enjoy a point and click, I like when like I think a good example of a point and click, which we did play this year, was Tangle Tower, where you click around and it actually reveals secrets or things that progress the story. Cook and Love was just click around to cook in the kitchen. So like it's purely just the mechanic of cooking, which is fine. But for me, a point and click has to like engage you a bit more in terms of like stimulating your little brain. So I don't know what Cook for Love could really do to make it more engaging, but I think it was another one that kind of fell flat. Cooking Mama World Kitchen. I remember for this specific stream, I said I'm gonna play every single recipe in this game. I didn't. Surprisingly, motion controls are really difficult. I'm going to say B because Cooking Mama is a baller. I also didn't give enough of a chance to the game. I think Cooking Mama is peak when you're like swirling around with the stylus on your DS, not on the Wii with motion controls. It's surprisingly exhausting. I think I don't know what the best Cooking Mama game is, honestly, but I'm gonna say B because it's still like a big title game, and I'll give it to him. Next up, Date Night Bowling. Hi D. I was very disappointed in this game. It had the same developing team as Half Past Fate. So I was hoping that Date Night Bowling was going to be more story driven, but it's just an arcade game. So I was very, very disappointed. And like the actual mechanic of bowling wasn't consistent. I didn't enjoy it. I was willing to like play and unlock all the characters on stream, but I only played it for an hour, and I ended that stream saying, "Oh, this is like a showcase of the game if you want to explore and play yourself." And I said that to be nice because I just genuinely did not want to play anymore. And it's very rare that I will do that. Because I'm like, oh, let's go through, let's see what happens. Like, they can't be, like, horrible. But I just genuinely did not have fun playing the game. Death and Taxes! It was really good. Surprisingly, really, really good. I figured that Death and Taxes was gonna be, like, a Papers, Please-esque clone. But I liked how you can get different endings. I liked how some of the upgrades that you purchase could actually go on your desk and help you run. I didn't really lose the items, but still, it was good. I liked the themes it tackled, the visual style, but like, how far can you really go with a 2D style? I thought Death and Taxes was really good. I'm kind of sad that I pushed off playing it for so long, but I liked it a lot. I wish I would have beaten it in 2 sittings, though. I think me beating it in 1 session, I think it was like a 7-hour stream. I kind of speed ran it, like I wasn't absorbing it as much as I could have. That's the one thing I do regret. But it was pretty solid. I liked it. Next up, Discounty. Discounty, I was really, really excited for. I remember seeing like TikToks and promo for it for months before the actual launch of the game. And it was great. But it wasn't like peak. I'm gonna put low A. I think the actual like grocery store minigame mechanic was fun and kind of addicting. I think where this game fell flat was like world building and actually talking to the characters. Like everybody felt kind of one-dimensional. Also, the game was a bit glitchy on the Switch 2 version. And it was really good. But similar issue to Ashwood Valley, like it felt like it lacked the soul that Stardew Valley had because there wasn't enough like engagement with the characters. Because when you would talk to the characters every day, they maybe like 1 to 3 lines of dialogue, and then sometimes the dialogue would like, if you do it out of order, it wouldn't backtrack or anything. So sometimes they would say things that make sense or say things that happened like a week ago in game. So like it was kind of goofy, but I think if the devs added more story and character development, then it would be peak. It would be great. Dispatch. I was thinking about how to talk about this last night because honestly, I love Dispatch. I love it. I literally I look at like fan art and read fanfics like every day. Okay? I'm a fangirl. I like it a lot. I'm just placing this around to like keep me busy. Dispatch was one of the few story games that I played offline. I didn't record myself playing it, nothing of the sort. And I'm very glad I did because it's very rare that I can like genuinely enjoy something on my own and not have to think about reacting or what are my thoughts on it. I just sat and played it over the course of like a week and I just absorbed it and enjoyed it. I have yet to replay it because I've already watched a few other people's like full playthroughs and I've seen most of the endings. So I don't feel the need to replay it. But okay, let's say the good thing first. I liked the music. It was great. The sound design, good. The QTE minigames were good. I passed most of them. What I didn't realize was how much like actual gaming is in the game. Like, I would have to say, like, 40% is, like, cutscenes, and then 60% is the dispatching or the hacking minigame, which is fine. I kind of like that. Like, I liked how much of the game had actual gameplay in it. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry, I was scared. On my mod view, it tells me I'm not live, but I am live, and I got really nervous that I GC'd, like, 40 minutes ago. That would fucking be bad. But we're not. We're still live. We're fine. Okay, anyway. Also, the actual character development. I think in the span of 8 episodes, they actually tackled most of the characters, both main and side, fairly well. You got a really decent insight into how the characters are. Not necessarily how they are, but like their demeanors and their attitudes. There were some sequences I did not like. I actually did not get the Invisigal kissing sequence in the locker room. I did not unlock that. So I was really surprised when I saw clips of it. It drastically changed my opinion on her character. I also got the incel ending. I didn't romance anybody because I was saving myself for Waterboy, let's be honest. So I definitely think some of the writing was poor. But you can't, like, write perfect characters for everybody, is what I'll say. So, even though I love, like, the fandom and stuff, I'm gonna say low A. It was great. It lived up to most of my expectations, but there were some, like, writing points that, like, fell flat. Low A. Even though I love it. Low A. I'm sorry. Give me a DLC where I can romance literally anybody. Give me a DLC where I have endless dispatch mode, and then I'll put you at top of A. But right now, bottom of A. I had to do it. Next up, Fall of Porcupine. This game surprised me in like a negative way. I thought this was going to be like a cozy hospital sim. It got real like really quickly in the final arc. I still think it's good for people to play. My main critique of Fall of Porcupine is that the game was too long. It was genuinely too long. They droned on some of the plot points unnecessarily. Otherwise, visual style was good and cute. I liked being able to explore the hospital in the world. Similar issue to Discounty, some of the characters would repeat dialogue or say dialogue that didn't make sense at times. But like I said, the game was too long. I still think it's good to play, but too long. Next up, Finding Paradise, the spiritual successor to the moon. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna put top of B. It was good. Same visual style as To the Moon. Like, no main changes in that aspect. It didn't, like, hit as hard as To the Moon. I think it's because the theme of Finding Paradise was he was just unsatisfied with his life because he couldn't recognize the good that he had. And I think that resonated with most everybody who can play the game. But it didn't hit as hard as, like, somebody dying. You know what I mean? So I feel like the story was still substantial, but not as hard-hitting as To the Moon. Next up. 5 Hearts Under One Roof. You know, I didn't think about this game for a long time. And I'm a sucker for dating sims, you guys know. But there's a sequel out? And it's apparently, like, even crazier than the first. I will try to play it on stream. If I can get it to run on my computer and broadcast at the same time. I will try to play it. But the original was good. Like, it was fairly good for, like, a live-action dating game. There wasn't many glitches. I feel like most of the routes made sense. Like, obviously, every character was, like, a main, like, trope character. But that's fine. I think that's okay. Something I will say, though, is that the game really leaned into, like, the gotcha choices, where, like, you say this, but, like, the opposite intended thing happens. Like, it seemed like half of your dialogue choices would be, like, gotchas. And that's fine, but, like, it got kind of annoying. But it was still, like, really enjoyable to play, so I honestly liked it a lot. I see why it was popular on Twitch last year. Next up, The Forest Quartet. This game was okay. It was okay. Low C. Not super memorable. Like, the music itself was beautiful, Like, I understand the devs are trying to tell a story, but it didn't really resonate with me as an individual. Next up, Glyphica. So this was a game that I watched Squeaks play on stream, and it's very rare that I will go out of my way to like play a game that I watch somebody play, because it's either like I will watch the gameplay and maybe play it myself, like on stream. But Glyphica is basically, it's a typing game where you go through levels and you level up and you build your spaceship to defend and fight off the letters that are approaching you. So it's like a roguelike. It was actually pretty good. It was like pretty good for a typing game. I played it every day for like 3 weeks straight, but then I started getting like hand cramps, so I stopped. And I haven't played for like 6 months. But like in the time that I was playing it, because I would play for like 30 minutes to an hour before I would click join my Zoom meeting, in my like actual words per minute went up by like 5. So it actually did help with typing. And it was fairly addicting. It was good. I liked it a lot, but like I don't play it anymore because it hurts my fingers. Because when I want to get good at something, I will grind. And I grinded that game to the point of pain. And that's not good. Next up, Guinness World Records, the video game on the Wii. Call me biased, but it's honestly still peak. Like, it was so good. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. It was fun to play on stream. It was honestly really good. Like, no notes on the game. Like, genuinely no notes. It was still super fun to play. The unlocks were fairly easy to get, but still challenging enough to keep you engaged. It was really, really good. I think still, like, top 3 games I've ever played as a kid. Really good. Next up, Half Past Fate. Hybe. Even though some of the romance routes felt like they fell flat at times, like kind of basic, it was still enjoyable. The characters were likable for the most part. It was fun to explore worlds and do like, your standard like RPG, go get this or talk to this guy. It was cute. I liked it a lot. And next up, Half Past Fate Romantic Distancing. The game was far shorter than Half Past Fate. I think it was cute how they used like some of the spin-off characters, but I feel like Half Past Fate Romantic Distancing was like a COVID like little time capsule game, and that's fine. But I think it was kind of boring compared to the original Half Past Fate. Like, it was eh. It was eh. Hi Tooth, welcome in. Can we get some yos? Hello. Yeah, I'm always here. Whew. I'm tired. Okay, we're like halfway through, right? We're doing fine on time. Okay, lock in. Next up, Inhabit. I'd only really seen clips of this game briefly online, and it was fine. It was okay. Some of the puzzles I genuinely didn't understand and would just spam to progress. I wish this game had more story elements. High C. No, I think Follow Porcupine was better. I think Romantic Distancing was better. I think Inhabit was one of the ones where they had a decent concept. The art was good, but it kind of fell flat, IMO. Am I ever gonna try longer running games on stream, like E33? Probably not. It's not beneficial for me to do longer playthroughs because I don't make good money from ads. I don't have high viewership, so why should I spend 40 hours playing a game to one person when it probably is more beneficial for me to either do a long running concept like Pokorogue, where people can latch onto that and have that progress every day, or one-off games where I can cast a larger net where people want to either experience something new or Maybe they actually have seen other people play the game, so they want to see my reaction. It's another reason why I'm waiting to play like Yakuza or Ghost of Yotei, like on stream. I want to play those on stream so bad because I know I'm gonna be bad at it, so I know it's gonna be like kind of funny to watch. But it's just not advantageous for me to spend my time that way. And I'm saying this to like be transparent. Like I would love to do longer playthroughs like that, but it's kind of like it's just not advantageous for me right now. Because I have to think about like how the actual live stream will perform. I have to think about like how like the YouTube VOD itself will perform, and then like a longer YouTube edit whenever I can actually edit. Because some of the like one-off VODs on YouTube do decent because people just want to see like a raw playthrough. Like I don't think a bozo is gonna watch like part 6 of an 8-hour session for E33. TLDR, yes, I would like to, but it's not smart for my channel right now, Smile. Okay, we gotta get through this. We're only like halfway through and I got 20 minutes left. Lock in. Journey of the Broken Circle. Let's do low B. It was fine. Like, it was cute. I like how it visually showed, like, the push and pull of love in shapes. It was cute. I feel like the game was a bit long, though. It was a tad longer than it should have been. The puzzles were fine. Accessible to most everybody. Honestly, wait. It was kind of good. It was kind of good. I liked it. Let's do middle B. It was solid. Next up, Last Bloody Snack. I want to put Last Bloody Snack in F just because of the secret incest ending. Don't ask. But it was still a game. It was still technically on paper a video game. Even if I didn't enjoy it, even if it was agonizing to even beat the game, even if every time you died it was a full reset, it was still on paper a game. I think more of a game than the other ones. Okay, Ashwood Valley I think had more mechanics, but still it wasn't like fun to play. Last Bloody Snack, the art was fine. I didn't realize it was a mobile game port. One thing I will say is that the game is ready to mature for like different trigger warnings on Steam than on Switch. I definitely think Switch needs to be more aggro about their moderation. That's what I will say. Heidi. The Legend of Santa. Low B. Low B. Only because I know if I locked in, I could beat the game. I don't know why it took me so freaking long to beat the first world. It's kind of insane. I watched back part of that stream. I was running in, not paying attention. I was bad. We'll play it again next year, as I promised. But it was fine for like a Mario knockoff. It was honestly like a decent Mario knockoff. Like some of the Mario knockoffs I've seen and played are just horrible. Like the movement is bad. The movement in Legend of Santa is actually fine. It's actually decent. Next up, Letters of Written Adventure. I'll be honest, I completely forgot about this game the moment I stopped playing. And you know what I said earlier? An indie game has to resonate with me. Like, I gotta be thinking and pondering. It was better than Inhabit, but let's do, actually, High C. High C. Let's do High C. It was fine. The story was cute. I actually really liked the mechanic of you moving the words around. I think that was a very interesting way to, like, tackle puzzles and progress the story. But it wasn't super memorable. Story was kind of basic. Still good. Still a good one-off story to experience, but eh. Little Guardsman. It was, oh, which is better? Alva or Little Guardsman? Shoot. Okay, I think on paper Little Guardsman was better. Writing was good. It had full VA. The characters were interesting. The plot line actually progressed at a decent rate. The pacing was really, honestly, the pacing in Little Guardsman for the length of the game was really good. Like, I think I had a total of 16-ish playtime. It takes the normal user 10 hours to beat, but of course I take longer when I record. The pacing was good. Like, the time flew by. Like, everything made sense. Nothing in the world was goofy or, like, out of place. It was good. I actually really liked The Little Guardsman. But I think everybody should play it. It was good. For another indie game, man. Next up. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Oh, Looking Up, I Only See the Ceiling. I had this saved on my wish list for a while. It's always on sale on the Switch store. It's a cheap, like, one-off game. I thought it was fine. C or B? I'm going to put low B. Borderline C. It was good. I liked it. It made me think. Like, I thought about it for a few days after I played it. Style was good. Plotline kind of basic, but it kind of tackled into themes of like schizophrenia and mental illness. So I like that. It did it in like a tangible way that is understandable for people to empathize a bit. I thought that part was good. It was very much like the art style you see on Tumblr, but that's fine. You know, with visual novels, what can you really do? I thought it was solid. Love and Deep Space. Now I will say the logo of the game is Raphael, who is my least favorite love interest. No, 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 no. No, no, no. um, I'm gonna put middle of A because ever since I started playing the game, I have yet to miss a day. I don't do all the mini games, but there's genuinely so much in the game. They have like bi-monthly events. The story is pretty good. The writing is pretty good. The characters are deep and like actually developed. Like they're not basic. They're all complex. There's so many different mini games you can play. There's an arcade mode. There's a battle mode. There's a story mode. Every event has like a little like mobile-esque flash game. Yes, some of it is pay to win, but that's okay. The actual like cards, because it's a gotcha game at its core, but there's so much more. And every single card you pull has like a little story and it gives you lore and it has VA. Like it's genuinely so good for a mobile game. Arguably, like the depth and amount of content that Love and Deep Space has is something like a full-on RPG. Like in terms of story and like actual gameplay mechanics. It's genuinely, I think, the best mobile game ever made. And thank goodness it's for the girlies, my goodness. My main is Silas. I love him so much. Next up, Love Esquire. One of the top games I played this year on stream. This is my Twitch recap. And I remember when I played this, I could not stop thinking about it. It was surprisingly really, really good for an otome slash dating game. All the characters seemed basic as first, but as you progressed and got to learn all the girls individually more, they were all complex characters. They all had depth and meaning to them. Granted, it was raunchy. I was kind of disappointed by the harem ending, but I think it makes sense that that secret ending fell flat. Is it better than Dispatch? No, no. Um, I've said what I said. It's better than Dispatch. If Dispatch had a Waterboy ending, then it'd go up, but no. I could not stop thinking about Love Esquire as I was playing it. After I beat it, it consumed all my thoughts. I loved it so much. Even okay, I think the only critique I had about Love Esquire is it kind of droned on and on at times. Some of the dialogue was repetitive. The daily mechanic of gifting gifts was repetitive. Some of the VA and the port were like, it would be really soft or really loud. That was annoying, but still a decent mobile game port. I liked it. That's so sad seeing it above Dispatch. Okay, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, top of B. I like it, but what am I like? It came out dang near 10 years ago. It's not going to be 8, even though I like it so much. And also did not hit 10K. How sad. Next up, Mario Kart World, the coveted Mario Kart 9 release. Also the debut for the Switch 2. I was very impressed with Mario Kart World. I was kind of disappointed that I wasn't as addicted to it as I thought it would be. Knockout mode was fun. Racing was fun. The thing that really made me hate it is that it's kind of hard to do. The thing that made me hate it was it's really hard to practice tracks because everything has a transitional like world section between tracks, so that was lame. And also, even though the soundtrack, like the songs are good, there was no like track that stood out. Like everything felt like a medley, which is cool, but it's like I'm not watching the Mario movie. I want to hear like a track that sounds like the actual track I'm playing, not like 5 different culminations of all the previous songs from the previous games for this one track. I do think World is better than 8 Deluxe on paper, just because there's more content to do. But it didn't hit. It didn't hit past month 2. And I think for a game that you want to keep replaying, you are going to want to be addicted for long periods of time. So I think it fell flat in that aspect for me, at least. Melatonin. Low B. Visually good. Songs was good. I just don't like rhythm games. I can appreciate it for what it was. It was a decent rhythm game. It was a decent rhythm game. Just not for me. I'm not good at rhythm games. Next up, a bag inside and bag outside a bag of milk. I think I'm gonna put a B because it's in a similar vein as Looking Up I Only See the Ceiling. I thought it was good. Like a good level of creepy, a good level of like introspective. Leaves you thinking a bit. I liked it. But it didn't like I didn't latch onto it in my mind as much as I thought I would. It was still solid. I liked it. Mind Scanners was great. It was great. It was not a game that like stuck with me for a while, but it was a good Papers, Please-esque game. The story was fairly interesting. I liked how it kind of like threw in your face like the concept of like eugenics or like being ableist and like tapping into your own biases. Like it was very on the nose, but also simultaneously really subtle. It was really good. I liked it a lot. Megabunk. I played Megabunk a decent amount offline. I haven't played for like a month at this point. Definitely better than Glyphica. It's not A to me. It's not A to me. Is it better than Mario Kart? No. I'm gonna put it in front of Mind Scanners. Megabunk is really fun. It's also really hard to grind, so that's why I stopped playing, because I was hanging out with my friend and they were playing it on their Steam Deck. I was like, wait, that looks fun, and I played. But they had all like the item slots unlocked, so when I started playing, I had no unlock, so it was really freaking hard to beat the game. But it's still a decent roguelike for a Vampire Survivors like S concept. It was good. I liked it. Megabunk. It was good. It was good. Mama Simulator 2023. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. There was like no plot, no nothing, and you just do chores like mindlessly. Like there's no point. Actually, I don't think it's worse than Anime Boy games, but still, like it was horrible. Horrible. Neocab. Neocab was really good. Was it better than mine? I think it's like top of B for me. I'm gonna put it after Mind Scanners, even though I like the plot and concept of Neocab better than Mind Scanners. I think the actual minigames in Mind Scanners is better because Neocab was basically just cycling through dialogue. I think the characters were but it was pretty solid. I like themes a lot. The visual style was great. I'm glad I played Neocab. It was good. Oh. It's either top of C or B. I'm gonna say bottom of B. O was good. I liked it. It was like the way they told the story was it was giving you enough to think and ponder, but it wasn't like super in your face, and I like that aspect. The visual style was great. It was good for a point and click. It did get kind of annoying having to cycle through the different rooms to progress properly. I digress. That's fine. They just try to make sure people don't hit the 2 hour. Or they're just trying to make sure people hit the 2 hour minimum. I thought it was good. It was good. Pet sports. It's not often you will see me rank a Wii game poorly because the Wii was my childhood, but I think Pet Sports is like a baby game genuinely. I had no enjoyment, even though I was playing it up for camera. Like it's a stupid game. It has like no meaning. Like cool. Please be happy. I'm gonna put bottom of B. The characters were cute. The only thing I didn't like is the moment once I chose the Juliet route, I couldn't talk to the other girl. I cannot remember her name because we didn't see her much once I committed to Juliet. It was cute. The art was beautiful. The game was too long. The pacing, genuinely atrocious. Like, the characters were, or sorry, the chapters were so varying in length. Like, I had no idea when a chapter would end. Also, chapters would end at, like, weird plot points. Pacing, if the pacing was better, this would be high B. It was a decent visual novel game, and it had full VA. But the pacing ruined it. That's why it's bottom of B. Plucky Squire? Now, I don't want to spoil, but I think this is the best game I've played this year. The best indie game I've ever played. For a debut indie, the team did a great job on Plucky Squire. The Paper Mario-esque mechanics, 2D, 3D, kind of basic puzzles. The game did hold your hand a lot, which, fine, but still super enjoyable to play. The characters were all lovable, the art styles were good. The only critique I had about visuals was that like the 3D world was really dark, so it's kind of hard to see elements at times, but oh well, still a great debut game. Peak. Pokemon Fire Red. Top of C. We quit the Peace Lock this year because it was too stressful to think about losing the run. I like the visuals, I like the game. It's just too scary. Pokemon TCG Pocket, we did the stream where I spent $100 and we opened packs, and then I also opened my packs every day offline. Bottom of C. It's barely a game. If you just open packs, it's not a game. I don't battle because it's boring. I'm sorry, it's boring. If I'm gonna play a card game, I want to feel the cards. A digital card game feels pointless. Bottom of C. Sorry. Sorry, gamers. Pokepark Wii Pikachu's Adventure. Okay, we've been playing this every year for 3 years now. I still love it. I'll beat it this year, surely. Surely. I like it. It's so fun, all the dialogue. Pokerogue. To think that a game I play regularly and I actually enjoy playing I think is why it's A tier at least. I think on paper it's like a B tier game for a fan game, but I still play it a couple times a week. We do it on stream to record videos, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I think I just like roguelikes. I like gambling, but like I've never gambled, so like I truly don't have that itch. Restless Soul. I loved Restless Soul. I think on paper though, it's gotta be a B tier. I love any game that like breaks the wall in the sense of like going from 2D to 3D planes. Restless Soul is another example of that. The visual style was good. The writing was quirky and funny. High B. I enjoyed that game a lot. And the actual dev team liked my tweet on Twitter. W. Retro Santa Run. Top of D. It's still on paper a game, a mobile game, but like it was just horrible. Oh wait, I grabbed Ubu Musume, sorry. Shall we? Okay. Retro Santa Run. Top of D. On paper a game, but still like a dumb game. Root letter last answer. I'm gonna put it low B. Low B. Similar issue to Please Be Happy, the pacing was a bit weird in this game. Oh, also the dialogue was like super repetitive in the sequence where you're like in detective mode and you're connecting all the clues. Like sometimes if you don't do it in the right order, even if you have the right solution, it doesn't register and it's so annoying. Writing was decent. Plotline kind of predictable. I hated most of the characters, but that's because like they were assholes, but also they were young. Good story game. I liked it. But the pacing kind of ruined it for me. Split Fiction. I played this game with my secret boyfriend, and we didn't get mad at each other, but when I play games, I play to have fun. I don't get mad if I can't beat a level. They didn't get mad, but I could tell they would get annoyed with me if I was like goofing around too much. Low B. We couldn't get past the monkey section because we got stuck in like a side area and we couldn't despawn. So we were just stun locked and we haven't played for a month now. I think we're gonna break up. Anyway. The Stillness of the Wind. Bottom of C. It was fine. Not super memorable. It was really slow. It was eh. Sunny Cafe. Top of C. Right here. After Letters of Written Adventure. Sunny Cafe was fine. I like immediately forgot about it once the stream ended. It was cute. I wish there was like actual more gameplay mechanics. I wish it was more like Cook for Love, where it was more like flash game point and click to actually cook the coffee. Characters were fine. Kind of simple, but it was fine. Tangled Tower. Was it better than these two? Tangled Tower, top of B, but after Neocab. Writing was decent. VA was good. I genuinely could not figure out the solution to the mystery until the very end. I was surprised, genuinely. I liked the point and click mechanics to where it unlocked clues for future dialogue. The pacing was decent. It was actually pretty good. There was barely like a lull moment, and I think that's really difficult to achieve in a visual novel-esque game. Yeah, I gotta speedrun because I have to go eat. Teacup. Middle C. Teacup was fine. It was a similar vein to like Early Minute C, where it's more like an interactive picture book. I learned a bit about tea though. It was cute, but eh. Toem. Ugh. Which was better, Toem or Alba? Ugh, don't do this to me. I think Alba was better because I played it before. They both had similar mechanics to where you're exploring the world and you're taking pictures within the world. I think Toem's soundtrack was amazing. I think Hidden Gem, Toem's soundtrack was the best soundtrack of a game we played this year. I like the black and white aesthetic. The use of exploring 2D and 3D planes was really good in that game. I like just taking the pictures. And I'm so excited for Toem 2. Please port it to the Switch quickly. Please. Toem, it was so cute. I liked it a lot. Toy Story Mania. B-tier game. It's good. The unlocks, I thought there was genuinely more unlocks in the game than there are. I think it's just because it took me forever as a child to get all the unlocks. But I got the majority of them in that one stream session we did. The game is fun. The motion control is actually decent. The 3D, kind of a funny gimmick. And it actually like worked on the screens. Not for you guys to view, but like when you're playing. It was a really good game. It held up. Trek to Yomi. I like when games do like subtle storytelling. The easy mode was still too hard for me. The visual style was good. It didn't like resonate with me as much as I thought it would. I'm gonna say bottom of B. It was good, but it didn't like hit. Turnip Boy robs a bank. Oh, that game was fun. I liked doing the little voices. Let's do which was better? Near the bottom of B, but still it was good. I liked it a lot. It was a good successor and sequel to Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. There actually was more game mechanics. I like the bullet hell aspect. Wait, actually it was kind of good. It was kind of good. Let's put smack dab middle of B. Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Okay. I play it every day. I do my dailies. I honestly like the writing in the game. The girls are so cute. I don't like how suggestive some of the art is at times because at their core they're high schoolers. That does bother me a bit. But I like the like emotional depth that some of the characters have. My first playthrough was with King Halo, and I didn't realize she had mommy issues like me. Like, oh my goodness. Like, some of the characters are written really well, and I was pleasantly surprised. But the actual gameplay mechanic, it gets kind of boring after a while. Like, it feels like a mobile game. In comparison to Love and Deep Space, where there's so much to the actual game. Uma Musume is kind of flat. Wii Sports Resort, I put this on here because we specifically did the 3-point challenge, which I failed. Bottom of B. I like the game a lot, but oh my goodness, like, come on. I can't beat the challenge. A Winding Path. This was a one-off point-and-click adventure exploration game. I thought it was fine. It was fine. I think it was better than Teacup, so let's do middle of C. It's not super memorable. The writing was quirky and funny, though. But it was eh. It was eh. Wipeout on the Wii. No. No, it's still, like, super fun to play. I think the Wipeout ports to the Wii, like, that's just gaming. Like, it's pure gaming. And the dialogue is super cheesy and funny. It's good. Witchy Life Story. Witchy Life Story was another game that kind of fell flat in my opinion. Characters were lovable, but it just felt like there should have been more. There should have been more depth to the characters. And also 2 weeks in game time, I feel like it's not enough time to like learn enough about the characters to where you're like falling in love with them properly. I did actually like it more than some of the ones in B. I'm gonna say middle of B. It was aight. I wish there was more. I genuinely wish there was more writing. It was still like super enjoyable. I liked the characters. The actual art style was good. The gardening mini game, just point and click, so that was kind of basic, but. And then finally, our final game before we get our S and F tier, A Year of Springs. A simple visual novel-esque game in a cutesy style that tackled queer stories and identities in a really, like, accessible and clear way. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I'm gonna say top of C only because it was barely a game. If it had like actual gameplay mechanics, then it'd be like B. But it barely a game. It's just a VN. It's just a visual novel. Barely a game. Okay. Well, this is my almost final ranking. Let's go ahead and find out my worst and favorite game of the year. Let's start off with worst. Now, rule is I have to pick from A or D tier. Retro Santa Run, still on paper a game. Last Bloody Snack, still on paper a game, even though it was weird. Day Night Bowling was just horrible boring. Ashwood Valley would be fine if I didn't feel queasy and have visual, like, issues. Mom Simulator, but. Anime Boys Christmas Under the Tree, horrible. You know, at least the art in the Anime Boys was, like, kind of hot. My worst game of the year that I played, Mom Simulator 2023. It should have stayed in 2023, man. It was horrible. There was, like, no proper progression. It was stupid. I didn't get to see my family at all. The game was hard to control on the Switch. Horrible. And finally, my favorite game of the year, my S tier. Pokorogue, I played every day, but it's not peak gaming. Dispatch, even though I love it so much, it's not peak. Love Esquire, it was so good. It was genuinely so good, surprisingly good. Discounty had flaws. Death and Taxes, solid, but I don't think it's my favorite. Guinness World Records, I can't be biased against a Wii game that's year-ist? Came out years ago. Love and Deep Space, I love it, but we should not put a mobile game at S tier. Buddy Simulator, surprisingly really, really good. Toem, I love it so much. Alba, it was so good. Little Guardsman, surprisingly really good. Surprisingly really good for a debut indie game. Same thing with Plucky Squire. Surprisingly really good for an indie game. But I think my favorite game of the year, and this is not recency bias because I played Plucky Squire a week ago on stream. My S tier is Plucky Squire. I was pleasantly surprised by the visuals, the actual gameplay mechanics. It was like Paper Mario, and I'm gonna make that comparison a lot. But like actually executed really, really well. A debut indie title. Visuals were great. Writing was good. It held your hand a lot, but still, I think an enjoyable game for both kids and maybe adults who like baby games to play. It was so good. Everybody should play Plucky Squire. Okay, well, guys, this is my final tier list for games I played in 2020. Okay, pause. This is my final list for every single game I played in 2025. 60 plus games. Peak gaming last year, honestly. But look at that. It's great. Either way, thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. You can also watch these videos early on Twitch. Twitch.tv/peason_17. Thank you for watching. And here's to 2026. Hopefully another peak year for gaming. Okay, guys, I have to go. We're over time. But I'll see you all tomorrow morning with Pokorogue. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Okay, now let's save this. Save. Download image. Let's view the image. Yeah, look at that. Bang. W list.